Welcome back, everybody. I am so excited to start the new academic year with our very first Spotlight speaker. His name is Patrick, and he's the co-founder of Activity Traveler. Before we begin, Desk Careers is the only bespoke program in the United Arab Emirates that caters to students in our region and helps our students to begin to understand the world of work and connects the dots between skills for work and the subjects that they're studying. We're really excited to be bringing Patrick, who is the co-founder from Activity Traveler, and they are here to help people find their perfect holiday. Welcome, Patrick. Thank you for joining us here at Desk Careers.
You're welcome. Thank you for inviting me.
So Patrick, it's exciting to talk to you because you guys are doing something that I don't think many people have thought about before. This seems to be a new concept. I'm really excited to introduce the concept to our students in our community and hear a little more about your vision for Activity Traveler and what the aim is for our community as well. So talk to us a little bit about who you are and how you came about co-founding Activity Traveler.
So I'm currently a teacher, and over the years with holidays from school terms and basically through that, we have come to go to many different places. And with that, I have thought about creating a company to help people, because I have traveled to many countries, but then I have struggled to get information on these countries. So with this Activity Traveler, we have come together and started building a community to help other people with deals, local knowledge, companies that are based in these countries. So it's helping other people travel the world, really.
Is it an app? Is it a website? How do people access Activity Traveler?
So it's currently a website. You can get it on your phone and on the laptop. Very accessible, and we've had help building it, and we love it.
It's a very young project and growing and evolving as we go through. Right now, what kind of job roles exist aside from being a co-founder?
Content creator is quite an important one, especially with times these days and social media being so big in the world. We are having to create content. We're having to speak to companies all around the world, well, working with money. So obviously when people are buying from us, so we're having to understand that aspect. It's endless. So many job roles that I don't even know all of them yet, because we've only been doing the company since November 2019. So we're still learning as we're going along.
What hats are you having to put on and take off on a daily basis? So there's definitely roles that you're doing as part of your role, but just to put into context and help somebody watching this really understand the world of an entrepreneur and the variety of different hats that they wear would actually be different job roles if we were to hire individuals for each of those tasks. So if you could take us through a typical day for yourself as co-founder, what hats would you be taking on and taking off?
So on a daily basis, we're talking to people that are wanting our business. So we've got people that are looking for itineraries, or they're looking for us to plan their company travel, which has taken off recently. So we're having to talk to different companies. I can't remember, there's so many. Emails non-stop. So I get up at breakfast, I'm straight on my laptop working through all of the emails and then working our way off of that.
So I've been watching some of your stories and the posts. It looks like a really glamorous lifestyle. Is that really what it's like as an entrepreneur with an organization such as Activity Traveler? Is it really what it looks like on our side of the screen?
No, nowhere near. The hours are a lot different. Obviously, with us being based in Dubai, we are working from mostly Dubai at the moment. we do venture out into Croatia and the Balkan countries, but mainly in Dubai, we're coming across so many deals with the current pandemic that's going around. So hotels, uh, restaurants, bars, there's endless deals. So we're looking to try and save people money, but we're looking to try and save money as well.
Of course. I'm really happy that you mentioned the pandemic. How has the pandemic affected Activity Traveler, with it still being in its infancy? And yet it was definitely something that before the pandemic, with, you know, travel, and as you said, coming from an industry where colleagues and peers travel all the time, it would have been a really, really lucrative um, type of investment to get into. How has the pandemic affected Activity Traveler?
It's affected us in many ways because myself and my partner, who are based on this company, we had plans, large plans across the whole summer. For 8 weeks, we were going to fly into Bosnia, uh, Montenegro, Croatia, Serbia, and we had it all planned, and we'd spoken, like we had it all ready to follow, hire a car, hotels, Airbnbs, where we were staying, who we were meeting. And then obviously with the pandemic, it's put a stop to quite a lot of that. But it hasn't really put a stop to it completely, because we've still built so many relationships with other companies. We've learned so much. And that's the main thing. We have learned so much, and skills that I would never have thought I'd learn. So it's affected us, but I feel like we've improved as with our understanding on so many levels.
And what have you learned in being an entrepreneur that you never really thought you would need being a teacher?
That you have to do it, like you can support people, but you need to focus on number one. You need to be able to focus on yourself, develop as much as you can, and then you can work off and help other people with what you've learned. I'm really enjoying it.
Patrick, talk to us about how you build those relationships. I mean, how do you know where to begin, and how do you know the right people that you need to be contacting from country to country?
So with my partner, she was from abroad. Okay, so she has family in Croatia, Serbia, Montenegro. So with her able to speak the languages, that has allowed us to venture into new territory. But then also going into business meetings and meeting up with other like-minded people in cafes, just get chatting to people, and we've met so many amazing people that are doing similar to us, but then in different channels.
Would you say that it's a very competitive industry?
Yes, 100%. Travels, as you can see on social media, there's so many people that are traveling the world and trying to create plans for people, but they haven't got the passion that we have.
Excellent. So would
That's
you
what
say that,
puts us apart to different companies.
so would you call that your edge, the passion that you both have for what you do?
100%. 100%.
Talk to us a little bit about those transferable skills that young people should be paying more attention to if they are considering taking a hobby, as what you guys did, and turning it into an effective business.
I think it's quite a few things that, well, the main thing that has stopped me from starting it up from 5 years ago when I started my teaching career was a risk. No one wants to take risk, and that makes people anxious, and they're scared about taking the risk. So for me, 100%, I've taken the risk. Is it paying off? Yes. Is it developing me? Yes. So I see that as quite a big one. But there's a lot of logistics around taking the risk. So you need to think about, well, can you do you risk it? There's quite a few things to think about, but it's worth it, 100%.
And what subjects would you say would be really interesting subjects for any young person thinking of going into the type of business that you have with Activity Traveler?
What subjects in reality to school, or?
Yeah, for students watching this and thinking about their A levels and thinking about GCSEs that they might want to be taking, because these subjects teach them some of those transferable skills. So which
Mhm.
subjects would you say, you know what, these are really, really, really important for you to pay more attention to, because they teach you these skills that as an entrepreneur and as a co-founder, I am really, really needing in this industry?
Yeah, there's quite a few. I know there's a few people like BTEC travel and leisure tourism. I know that's a huge one. And I know from teaching, having to do time in a college during my training, that was a great one after seeing what it was allowing students to do. Business is an important one. And I never really did business at university or college. And I wish I did, because I feel like it's going to open up more avenues and would have helped benefit activity travel.
And then you said there's a lot of content creating and there's a lot of building relationships. So would you say that subjects that students might not really be thinking about academically, such as drama or sport,
Yeah.
would
Mm-hmm.
also be really, really interesting subjects to be taking, and building those emotional intelligence skills through subjects like
Yeah.
what we have called Life and Grow at the college? Would you say those would
Okay.
be
Yeah.
interesting ones that students should be considering as well?
Definitely, and especially with physical education, you'll be building teams, understanding there'll be people that are captains in teams, so you have to manage different people in the team. So they all bode in together.
Brilliant. Patrick, this has been really, really interesting to learn more about. I'm so excited. Activity Traveler is still in its infancy, but definitely so much potential and so much potential for growth. How do you feel knowing that 5 years from now, you could be turning around and seeing amazing growth and amazing potential coming to life? And every holiday means that you have happy customers that have felt that they've done something so special and will remember forever every time they think back to that holiday. How does that make you both feel as founders of Activity Traveler?
That's what we're here to do. We're here to provide a service for everyone to enjoy their holiday. And I know how much I enjoy holidays, and I can remember certain trips, traveling the Amalfi Coast, and bring back a smile just because it's such an amazing trip, and I just really enjoy it.
Fantastic. Thank you, Patrick, and thank you for bringing Activity Traveler to Desk Careers at Dubai English Speaking College. It was really wonderful talking to you.
Thank you very
And that
much.
brings us to the end of another amazing Spotlight interview. We had Patrick, the co-founder of Activity Traveler. These are the people helping people just like you and me find their perfect holiday. That's it, everybody. Have a great afternoon or evening or morning, wherever you are in the world. And I look forward to seeing you at our next Desk Careers Digital Spotlight.